Hello everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. I was in the car yesterday playing songs, and I have a really eclectic taste in music. So I can go from listening to an old song to an opera to classical music and then on to something from today. That's just the way I am. And I have obviously live streaming with your live streaming. No, I have downloadable music with YouTube. Maybe that's the best way to say it. I'm not quite sure what the correct technical term is. But they played the Keith Urban song, The Fighter. And it's been playing through my mind ever since, The Fighter. And it's funny, isn't it, how a song that you hear, I don't think it was necessarily the last song I listened to. In fact, I think The Weekend was probably the last song I'd listened to. But The Fighter came through, and it's just stuck in my head now. I can't get rid of it. So I'm going to have to go and blast some music through my brain to try and release myself from Keith Urban. But it just keeps playing over and over again. Maybe there's a message there. The Fighter. Okay. All right. So we're doing your bonus read here. Okay. Oh, that's a bit of a funny one. Spirit split them twice. All right, let's just see how we go with the reading. All right, so I have the Page of Wands coming through. I'm using the Celtic Tarot here. The Page of Wands is a messenger. Usually the wands represent love, passion. This can be, hearing about something that you were really excited to hear about. It can be an invitation to do something that sort of makes your heart sing. Very often it could be you contacting somebody else. But this is about something that really sort of gets you going in terms of your heart space. Some sort of passion being evoked here. Okay, Six of Wands. You may have had some sort of victory or some sort of outcome to something that you were either not expecting, or it could be that something's come to pass here that you feel recognized for. You may have been recognized at work. It could be that somebody has asked you out on a date and you didn't think that they were interested in you. But whatever this is, I feel like this is you telling people, feeling really excited about whatever this is. So you could be sort of telling people that you've come into some sort of recognition. You may have achieved something great here, but you're definitely shouting it out to the world. The Five of Wands. Okay, so whatever this situation is here, it's like perhaps you worried that it was going to work the way you wanted it to. Maybe you felt that whatever this was that you've been recognized for here has sort of taken off, and perhaps there was a feeling that perhaps this was something you weren't really sure of the direction it was going in. For some of you, for example, you could have gone for a job interview. I feel like someone's gone for acting here. I don't know why that's coming through, but you may have gone for some sort of something that really, that you've wanted to do for a really long time, and you finally decided to go for it, and possibly felt very conflicted about how this was going to go. Maybe you didn't feel that you would get something, but I feel like whatever this is, you may have got the part in a play. It may have been that you've got some sort of you've auditioned for something and it's come up trumps for you, but whatever this is, you're really communicating this to others. Okay, we have the Devil card coming through here. Okay, so for some of you, you may have got rid of an addiction. You could be releasing something. You could be releasing something and you want to let someone know that you've had a victory here. You could be, the Devil card represents so many things. It can talk about, the change in us, the change in, letting go of the ego things that hold us back. It could very much be a change in who we are. Whatever this is, you are so happy because for some unknown reason, you've toyed this idea or toyed on this idea for a really long time, and now all of a sudden it's working. So for some of you, you may have left a karmic partner after struggling to move away from them for a really long time. Okay, look at this. We have the Four of Pentacles coming through. Yep. So this is struggling for a long time to release something. So I feel that whatever this is that you've released, you've really found it very difficult to release it. You found it very difficult to release, but I think you've done it now. I think whatever this was, it could be an addiction with the Four of Pentacles there and the Devil. It could have been a relationship. It could be that you've walked away from a job. Whatever this is, you are so incredibly happy about it, and it has played on your mind for such a long time, and the release is so good that you feel like really shouting it out to the world here and parading. Fantastic energy. The energy of release. Okay, so I have the Six of Pentacles coming through here. The Six of Pentacles talks about the value of equal distribution. It talks about equal give and take. It's very much about getting back what you were investing in something. And I feel very strongly here that you've realized perhaps that you have more value. Maybe you've been doing something for a really long time but have now realized your value. For those of you, this is acting, singing, some sort of audition, something you've been doing. It could be that you've been doing it for a very long time and maybe not got a start. So maybe you've done this before and you haven't really been able to achieve what you wanted to do. But when I see the Six of Pentacles, I feel like now you're understanding that people are appreciating and want to give you back. Very nice. As I said, it could be just giving away an addiction. Okay, so we have the Tower here. We could be giving away an addiction. Maybe there's been some sort of epiphany moment. You may have had a health scare. But when the Tower comes through, it says things can no longer stay as they are. This is it. They have to go. Whatever you've been doing, whatever way you've been doing, is just not working anymore. The Tower is about releasing. But it comes as a jolt from the universe. So sometimes it can come in a material form, like you may have hated your job for a while and then you find they're retrenching. It may be that, you don't like where you're living and now somebody's come in to say you have to move, they're going to pull the house down. So it can be material. But a lot of the times I find with people, it's more of a realization or a bit of a poke in the back from the universe to say, this has reached a point here, you now have to let it go. All right, so we have here the Four of Cups coming through. Yeah, whatever this was, you are really an Ace of Swords. Beautiful energy. Whatever this was, with this Four of Cups, whatever this situation was, whatever this, waiting was, whatever, there was a disappointment here. There was this feeling that you were not getting what you wanted, whether that was through a relationship, a situation. You've been so depleted because whatever you have here, you do not want. It doesn't appeal to you. You're bored with it. You're over it. You want to move on. And then we have the Ace of Swords, which says to me, somewhere or another in here, the universe has helped you to see a truth. It's not just about helping you to see a truth. It's about you understanding that you're not getting back what you're investing. So for some of you, this is very strongly a relationship or an addiction that you've had trouble letting go of. Now, a lot of people with things like codependency and the Devil card there, if you don't understand codependency it really is in basic about putting other people's needs before yourself or seeing other people as more important than you. But it is an addiction, and it is an addiction to people. It's an addiction to a way of being. If you can't walk away from a relationship, but you're hating where you are and you feel really trapped, it's very often because you're addicted to that situation. And I feel like here, whatever this is, you're breaking it. If this is a relationship, you're breaking it and moving on. Okay, so we have the Chariot card coming through here. So we have both Scorpio and Cancer represented here. So there could be a person you're dealing with. The Chariot talks about moving on. I love it in this card because the Chariot is moving very, very rapidly here. In some of the other decks, the Chariot stands still, but in this one, it is moving. So I feel like there's strong forward movement here with whatever this is for you. It's like you're flying forward now. Seven of Pentacles, starting to understand what you want in your future, which is really good. You're not fearing the future anymore. And the Eight of Wands, things changing very rapidly. There's no fear of the future. And maybe when you were in this situation, whatever sort of addiction or situation it was for you, there was a fear of what was going to happen in the future. There's always this fear of, if I move away from this thing or if I let this thing go, what does that mean for me? Am I going to be able to cope? I mean, if it's a relationship, it may be, you know, can I do it on my own? Is it possible? And the future can be quite daunting. But what I see here is someone already planning for the future. So it's like it's opened the doors for you and you are very, very confident now, especially with this Eight of Wands, forward movement. All right, so we have the Six of Cups coming through here with the Eight of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful energy. For some of you, this might be going back to resolve some issues from your past. Now you're moving forward. Very much a feeling of walking away from your past, though, and building for the future here. So there's no longer this this energy of being stuck in the regrets and remorse of what you were going through before. It's like opening the door to a brand new day. And you're working here. You're working on yourself. And look at this. Eight of Swords coming out here. So that's anxiety and fear still kicking in. I feel like you're working on this, though, with this Six of Cups, Eight of Pentacles here. I feel really strongly that you're seeing here your inner wisdom, even though you're in a bit of a trapped situation here in your head. So there are still fears here, but it's like you are seeing things differently. You're having the wisdom to see things in a different way. So this feeling of being trapped and inhibited by your mental capacity is about the past, and you're releasing the past now. So it's like you're really coming out of this energy. I'm going to put some more cards on it, though. I feel like something has happened here that you feel really like you want to shout out to the world. You feel recognized. You finally feel like you've made your mark, whatever this is for you. I feel there's been a lot of conflict here in this situation that sort of has made you question perhaps the direction you want to go in, question your future. For some of you, this could be around toxicity, addiction, relationship issues, all of those things. And I feel you've had trouble in the past letting go of these things, but you're definitely, look at this, you are moving forward with great intent now. So whatever this is you're giving up, moving away from, although it's been very, very difficult and may have been very emotional for you with the Eight of Swords, not seeing the way out, I now see you planning for the future, feeling more positive about the future now that your plate has been cleared. I think your head is clearing and you're starting to see the potential now that you've moved away from something. But this truth, this Ace of Swords says to me, things are changing quite rapidly. And I do see you putting the work into the healing the past and moving forward here. All right. Beautiful. Look at this. The Empress. So you're finding your inner beauty, your inner love for self. You're ready to bring new things into the world, and I feel like this is you. I feel like you're ready to move forward in your own skin now. You're not feeling like you are held back by anything. You want to create. You want to move forward. Okay. Eight of Swords. I just want to clarify the Eight of Swords. I have the Queen of Wands, beautiful, with the Nine of Pentacles. I don't need to say anymore. King of Wands. This is your energy here. Look at this. So we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands coming through here. But I feel like this is your energy, especially with the Temperance card here. The Nine of Pentacles, not the Temperance card. How interesting. Maybe you are finding balance. But the Nine of Pentacles talks of feeling self-sufficient, of feeling like you are enough, that you have enough. I am enough. So whoever's going through this, you're realizing your value here. You're taking on the energy of the King and Queen of Swords here. So you're really feeling your passion, getting your drive back, understanding who you are, feeling confident. You may be feeling really attractive, but you're definitely coming forward with this beautiful fiery energy here to move into the future. All right, that deserves a Gods and Goddesses. Actually, I'll read you a card from my new deck to the Heart and Soul deck, because I've only just received that. A lot of stuff got stuck in transit with the lockdown. I don't know if that's the same in, oh, beautiful. This is about dedication, ACAT. Yes, a lot of stuff got sort of held back in the post, so I've just got some stuff through, which was really nice. All right. It is a time to complete a current project and dedicate yourself to your next venture. It is safe to commit. The ancient Mayans were a tattooed people, not just a purely decorative art to them. Tattoos proved clan identity and were seen as rites of passage and a direct injection of divine power. It was believed that when you tattooed a god or his symbology upon your skin, some of the energy and power of that god remained with you always. Since tattooing held such significance and the accuracy in the depiction mattered so much, the tattooist was a revered person in the tribe, and a deity ruled this practitioner's hand. The god that governed the art of tattooing was ACAT. ACAT himself, covered in the ink of the gods, is a witness to the contracts you sign within yourself. Know that symbols and words of promise have power, and ACAT is the protector of these. When ACAT is present with you and when he comes up in your reading, it may be a sign that it's time to dedicate yourself to a new project or new path, or consider completing a rite of passage. Where you need the strength or courage to adhere to what you have promised, ACAT is there to assist you to hold the line. Isn't that beautiful? So there you go. So this is about completing some sort of project, finishing off something, but putting yourself now in the position of being able to sort of, I guess, put everything together and move on. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, I was going to read you a card. I was about to close that reading off then, and then I went, oh no, I was going to read you a card from this new deck. Okay, we'll take that one because it came out first. Okay, it's time to reflect on what really matters. That's what it looks like. Ultimately, this is love, peace, and happiness, and you can only find these within yourself. When there is peace and love in your heart, there will be peace and love in your world, for all your experiences are sharply your own reflection. How's that? Cool. Have a great day.